Honorable Chairperson, honorable members, and all esteemed guests, good morning. The ANC supports the budget on state security. Syndicates are increasingly becoming a concern in South Africa. There are a number of reports with respect to crime syndicates that deal with drug trafficking and child abuse, as well as human trafficking in South Africa and in Southern Africa. These syndicates are mainly involved in drug and substance trafficking, human trafficking, as well as illicit cigarette trade, among others. Trafficking in drugs is an illegal practice of procuring or trading in drugs and substances used in preparation thereof for the purpose of commercial trading with the motive of making a profit for an individual or a syndicate. As a result of drug trafficking, a number of South Africans find themselves imprisoned for long jail terms in foreign countries, mainly as drug mules, and that is, people targeted by drug syndicates to transport drugs knowingly or unknowingly from one country to another. According to a paper of the National Youth Development Agency, that is NYDA, authored by Cindy Swatso-Tetsi, often drug mules are hoodwinked into believing that they are being offered legitimate employment. They are then sent abroad for what drug lords call training, or ask them to collect work-related imports. Once they are in a foreign country, they are forced to do things that they would not normally agree to, like swallowing large amounts of condoms filled with drugs. Drug syndicates are increasingly targeting young people in South Africa to smuggle drugs, and the number of young South Africans in foreign jails is increasing. That increasing problem should be arrested before it spirals out of control, the paper adds. But before we attempt to successfully deal with it, we should understand the factors attributed to that increase. The NYDA paper lists the following factors that it attributes to exacerbation of the problem: relaxed visa requirements, dramatic increase of international flights, movement of large numbers of people legally as well as illegally across our borders, poorly monitored borders and ill-equipped customs, lack of awareness and vigilance from our largely gullible communities. Border control needs to be improved as part of the solution. That is why the the security cluster of government has proposed a legislation for the formation of a border management agency, where one agency with all capabilities and resources, which as we speak are controlled by different departments, will be under one command and control. There will be a single accountable authority responsible for planning, leadership, organization, and control. They will be responsible for one major priority, and that is border control, with its different complexities under a competent executing authority. The country needs this agency as soon as possible to be able to arrest many problems arising from a poorly managed border. Legislation to that effect is now at NEDLAC, and we urge all stakeholders to treat that legislation with the urgency it deserves. That would be necessary but not enough, as these crime problems involve domestic syndicates as well. The drug lords first built trust in the vulnerable youth, and now increasingly young women are being targeted, and in this regard, drug trafficking has an element of human trafficking because of the vulnerability of young women. The number of human trafficking cases reported to police suggests that this syndicate crime is on the increase as well. Syndicates recruit children and youth using deceit or force, exploiting their vulnerability. The ANC believes that to combat syndicate crimes in particular, we need to create more awareness among our youth of this scourge and take a number of measures like strengthening community safety forums and forming street committees as part of community efforts against crime. Encourage municipalities to enter into partnerships with business against crime and community-based organizations. Strengthen the enforcement of municipal bylaws and anti-dumping, maintenance of a healthy environment, and prevention of illegal trading. Embark on massive campaigns against drug and drug substance abuse in our communities. Involve traditional leaders in crime-fighting efforts in rural communities. Strengthen municipal courts to service communities effectively. Reduce vulnerability of our youth by engaging them in sports, cultural, and community activities. The above would be part of an improved security systems infrastructure that would assist not only overt intelligence, but make South Africans safer and make them feel safer.
Honourable Member, your time has expired.
Oh my God.
Thank you.